Well, hello there everyone, my name is Amy, this is The Opinionated Woman, and welcome back to a weekly vlog. It is the week after Christmas. It was Boxing Day yesterday, and I am off for the entire week, so I decided this is the perfect opportunity to have a bit of a vlog situation with you guys. I have a couple of things that I want to do today, and the first one includes going to my siblings' storage unit. Oh, I heard a crack. I hope that didn't break. I just bought it. I'm going to my siblings' storage unit to drop off all of their artworks, because we managed to empty their studio at Varsity before they left for the UK. They've gone to the UK for 3 months, so I've got their cat as well. So I need to take their artwork to their storage unit. It's all packed up in my car. Then after the storage unit, I'm planning to go to the library. Or maybe should I do the library tomorrow? Maybe I should do the library tomorrow. But one thing I'm definitely doing is going to the yarn store, because I have a new project that I want to do. I haven't been to the yarn store in ages, haven't bought new yarn for anything in a long time. So I'm going to go to the wool corner and I'm going to buy like 3 different types of yarn, and I'm going to start a tote bag. I'm very excited about it, so I'm going to bring you along. Let's head to the storage unit. As you can see, my car is full, and my boot is completely full of art. So yeah, I'm going to either be listening to my 2022 list, my Spotify playlist, which of course is always a fun one to have, though most of my songs are my work playlist. Or I'm going to be listening to APWSTR, which were my top podcasts for the year. I feel like I listen to We're Having Gay Sex more, because it's weekly. APWSTR sometimes skips weeks because this is their side hustle. But they have like 3-hour-long podcasts. So I tend to listen to like more minutes of them. So yeah, they were my top on my Spotify playlist. Or I'm going to listen to A Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson, which is the audiobook that I'm listening to right now. It is the 4th in the series. It started with Truly Devious, and then it was like a trilogy, and then now she's finished off that mystery, and now there's like 1 mystery per book, I think, from the series carrying on. And it's set at a summer camp, which is interesting. I've never read a book set in a summer camp, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Let's go move some art and buy some wool. Okay, I've just arrived at the wool corner. They have festive hours up. Today they are closed. They're open tomorrow though. So we will go to the wool corner tomorrow. So let's go to the library today instead. We'll come to the wool corner tomorrow. This is what I need. Give me a big old bin. Trip number 1. Filled up a whole bin. I'm hoping this is only going to be 2 trips. I feel like walking backwards and forwards. Turns out that not only was yesterday a public holiday, today is also a public holiday. I didn't know that. So the library's closed. So that's not what I'm going to get done today. We will go later in the week. Like a fancy bitch, I'm in a different car now. I'm driving my sibling's car because it has been driven a little bit. And I brought a bag. I'm not going to shame them by showing you how full of shit this car is, but I will show you. I brought a bag. And every time I get in this car, I'm going to put stuff in it. And eventually it will be clean. Because I can't. Right, first stop, Wool Corner. Oh my gosh, I got in there. And I got so overwhelmed by all of the yarn that I forgot to film inside. And also there were like a bunch of other customers. So I'll do a yarn haul when I get home. I'm home. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been out of the house for ages. I'm so hot and I feel so out of sorts because of my terrible nights of sleep. I mean, getting woken up at 3 o'clock. Then another neighbor knocked on my door at 6 a.m. I don't know why she thought that was a good idea. Editing Amy here. I realized that I just said that I got woken up at 3:30 and 6 a.m. and didn't actually tell you the reason why. And I've even put it in the title of this video and I forgot to talk about it. So, my sibling left their car with me, like I said. The neighbor came and told me that I couldn't park it where I'd parked it. So I parked it outside, thinking this car has been sitting in an observatory for 2 years outside and it hasn't got broken into. And freaking everything that is not glued down gets broken into an observatory. So outside for 24 hours where I live, fucking already broken into. Luckily there was nothing inside it, but I got woken up by a knock on my door at 3 a.m. which was very jarring. And it was my neighbor from upstairs, and I always like try and smile at him when I see him and stuff like that. We've never really spoken before, and he's got a resting grumpy face. But he knocked on my door and he was like, there's someone broke into your car. He'd been eating. I think he probably works like crazy shift hours, and he grabbed a knife and chased the guy across the field. And I mean, my neighbor is like tall and imposing. So like the guy must have shot himself. So at 3 a.m. in my pug pajamas, I had to put the car back inside. And then he told me to park in this one parking that like the owner doesn't have a car. And then the neighbor who owns the parking space came and knocked on my door at 6 a.m. and was like, why is this car there? And I was like, it's 6 a.m. Why the fuck would you knock on someone's door at 6 a.m.? And she was like, no, park it there, it's fine. So yes, that's why, so tired, had to sleep on the couch, for context. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit out of it. I also ended up falling asleep on the couch for a few hours because I was still so freaking tired. But yeah, I feel very out of it. But anyway, you saw that I went to the library and I went to the wool shop. So let's have a look. First off, from the library, in my little, hang on, isn't it cute? I made this. I'm going to be filming a what I crocheted in 2022 video, so this will be in there because it's my latest project. But it is holding The Lacuna by Barbara Kingsolver. This book, I know that I wanted to read it because I had borrowed it from my ex-boyfriend. Well, at the time it was my boyfriend's mom, and I'd had this whole pile of books from her, and it's something about born in the US, reared in a series of provisional households in Mexico. Harrison Shepherd is mostly a liability to his social climbing mother. So yeah, it takes place in the 1930s Mexico, which I think is really interesting. I don't know too much about it, but basically I wanted to read this book. I had it on my pile, and then out of the blue, his mom was like, oh, I need all my books back so that I can lend them to someone else. And I was like, well, that's weird because I'm lending them currently. And then he dumped me. So I realized he planned it in advance. Orkies. So I'm going to read that because I really like her writing. Lila. Then I picked up In Your Dreams by Tom Holt. I read the first one in this series, The Portable Door, on audio like years ago, years and years. And like whenever I see the author pop up, I try and see if the next one in the series is like available when it's like in a secondhand store or something like that. And this time in the library, because it's so fucking funny. It is very much like, I would liken it to like Terry Pratchett's style of writing, but more set in the real world. So it's set in the real world, but there's this company, what is it called? H.W. Wells and Co. Which is not as it seems from the outside. It is actually run by a bunch of supernatural beings like goblins and stuff. And one in the previous book, someone had been transformed into a stapler. So I'm excited to read this one. I just need to just find a little synopsis of the first one just to remind me what happened. But yeah, excited to read a nice funny book. And then the third one is because, oh god, the cats are fighting. Third one is My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier. Like, I absolutely know nothing about this book at all. I just know that I love Daphne du Maurier, and My Cousin Rachel is the one that people rave about the most after Rebecca, I reckon. I've read Hungry Hill and Jamaica Inn from her as well, and I saw they had, ooh, My Cousin Rachel, and I was like, okay, it's time, it's time. So that's my library haul. Let's look at my yarn haul. Now, I went there, let me show you the yarn that I've already got. I'm making a granny store, making a granny square tote bag. So I've already got this yellow, which is nice and bright. And I was looking for a bunch of other bright colors to go with it. And I wanted like a deep but bright teal to go around the edges. And they didn't have a color like that. So I had to sort of go on the fly. So all of the stuff that I bought is charity double knit. So I got this purple, this fuchsia, is it called fuchsia? Cranberry. This dusty kind of blue, and then this beautiful green. And I thought maybe the green can be the edges. So this is the, oh yeah, this is the color scheme that we are going for my tote bag. It's very bright, but I'm very excited for it. It's always nice to go wool shopping. And then I also got another skein of this classic wool, because this is the one that I'm using for my Daisy Granny Square blanket, and the green is the outside, so it takes the most. So yeah, that is my haul. I think for the rest of the day, I'm going to organize what videos I want to shoot this week. I'm going to chill. I'm going to try not to feel so strange. And I'll probably catch up with you tomorrow, when I think we might be working on my dummy collage. What's in your mouth, Ida? What have you got? What is it? What is it? What is it? Show me. Show me. What is it? What is it? What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? Can I see? Can I see? Can I see? Can I see? No. Can I see? No. Good morning, everyone. Oh, let me clean this. I can see better now. Hang on. Devil cat display. Pom-poms are fun. So I got woken up this morning by someone licking my face. Very specifically, my eyes. He has oh no! He has a very rough tongue, and Leela she has this thing where she puts her toys into her water bowl, and she just dunked the tennis ball and dribbled water all over me. Oh, and now Hugo's taking it. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to mop. And also, Andy made her way up there and managed to knock this thing over, all over the couch. It's too early in the morning for me to vacuum it, so I'm just gonna sit on the other side of the couch and read my book. The vacuum. You're not like the shotty machine, my boy. Oh, shame. Ready. I just got a call off a call with my mom and my sibling. My calls with my mom are now becoming calls with my mom and my sibling, since they are there, which is nice for me. Yesterday I filmed the beginning of a transition, so I'm going to do my makeup so I can finish that transition, and then I'm going to film what I crocheted this year. And I'm so proud of myself. This is just the project that I've finished. And this doesn't include Christmas presents that I've made. But just seeing a bunch of stuff on my couch that I made. I made that stuff with my little hands, with my little paws. I made that. That's so cool. It's gonna be so sick when I actually stop making clothes, because then I can actually wear things that I made. Like, wild. But I also wanted to show you the plight of people who wear makeup. First of all, these are new sheets that my mom and my dad and my stepmom gave me, and they're very white. So I had to put a towel down to put my makeup on. But the problem is, right, this is the eyeshadow palette that I need for my eyebrows. This is the one that I need for my highlighter. And this is the one that I need for my eyes. I don't wear, like, a ton of other makeup. Like, I don't wear a ton of, like, I don't wear foundation. I wear blush occasionally. Actually, let me find my siblings got a really nice blush in here. I don't really use blush and all of that stuff very often. But I end up using so many freaking products just because I want to make my eyes look pretty. God damn, oh, there it is. Okay, cool. I'm going to do my makeup and then I'm going to do some filming. Okay, makeup is done. This is a Stila palette that my sibling gave me to use. It's really good and sparkly and purple. Yeah, so I've done my filming for the day. My throat's a little bit croaky. I think I'm getting a little bit sick. Not COVID sick, more like just a cold kind of sick. I've had my lunch, and I think I'm going to spend the rest of the day working on my bullet journal and doing some editing.
You could just tell she was scared when you were looking at her and saying hi to her. She just had a really sweet face and demeanor. I stepped up to foster care recently. I've loved our time with fostering our poodle and adopting.
You know what the thing is about this book? I haven't really been telling you about what I've been reading because, to be honest, I haven't really been very into it, which is unfortunate. Just add in a little bookish something in here. It's the 30th of December, by the way. Wild. This time last year, I got a reminder on my Google Photos that me and my sibling ran out of petrol between Beaufort West and Graaff-Reinet. And I had to have a nice Afrikaans man come and save us. We paid him, but he did save us. But yeah, happiness. I got sold this because it's about these two women. Not two women. It's about this woman called Jean who studies urban foxes in the UK, and this man Attila, who's a psychiatrist, but he works with like a lot of court cases and stuff like that, and they bump into each other. And the way this is sold is that she uses her network of fox spotters to help find this boy. But that kind of concludes really quickly. And the rest of it, I'm fine. Oh, God, hiccups, I'm sorry. Finding it a bit dull, to be honest. It keeps on jumping in from the present into the past. It does some stuff with Jean looking at coyotes in the US. Why do I always get the hiccups on my camera? It's so annoying. But it jumps around in years, and it also jumps to Attila working and a bunch of other cases. And I feel like it tries to hit so many different aspects and so many different plot points, but does them all shallowly. I feel like Jean's fox spotting and like studying, and the fact that her day job is creating like rooftop gardens for people. I feel like if we focus more on that, I would have loved this book. Like I didn't know about the gardening part when I bought this book, but like if there were more foxes and more gardening, I feel like it would have been a lot more fun and maybe more focused in the present, especially since a lot of the parts in the past I feel like I have nothing to do with the story happening now, and they're also written in all italics, and I struggle to read italics like for pages and pages. Like, use italics for small portions of text. Don't give me whole chapters in italics. It's not easy to read for me. But yeah, I am literally just sitting here, and I'm going to finish this off because it's been going for far too long, and then I can start on my library books. Yeah, probably not the best book to finish off the year with, but yeah, that's fine. It's all good. Time is just a construct. I am going to come catch up with you when I am ready to collage my diary, because I am psyched for that. Happy Friday. It is the last Friday of 2022. It's freaking so strange, but it means that it's getting really close to my birthday, which is in March 33. So yeah, today is the last day I'm going to be vlogging. I'm going to leave the weekend just for me to enjoy the last day of the year and the first day of the year. So today, I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing my diary collage. Now, let me show you the type of thing that I'm looking at doing. So this is my diary collage for 2022. I always like to have a recurrent photo of me. And then this is the vibe that I went for. Some, like a hot girl that I'm into. I have the animals. And this time I used brown paper. I might use brown paper again because it was really handy for me. And I've got a lot of it. And then on the inside covers, just a pretty full page picture stuck on with some washi. So that I'll be doing with my new diary. I'm going to set up, I've got pictures and everything like that, so I'm going to set everything up. I'm also going to give you a behind the scenes look at how I film my top down shots, because I've just been able to do that like quite recently, and it's a little janky. But yeah, let me set that up and you can come join me. So I've got my empty exercise book. It's ready to go. Then when I was up in Joburg for Christmas, I asked my dad, like a child, if I could use his printer to print out some pages for me. So these are all the pictures that I've got. Like, these aren't going to go on the cover, but I want them to go in the diary, because I like to have like pictures of me from that moment so I can look back on what I looked like. That's my cover picture, because that's my that big picture. Got some embroidery, some mushrooms, Conan Gray, of course, some crochet, Lizzie McAlpine, of course, crochet mushrooms, combining two things I love. And this fucking gorgeous foresty scene. And then we've got these beautiful leaves, which I think I'm going to cut up and like dot around. And there's most of these I found on Pinterest. Fletcher, of course, and Harry, of course. And then obviously cactuses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive into this, which is my ephemera box. If you've never seen it before, this is where I keep all my papery bits and that I use to collage and everything like that. So I'm going to find some brown paper to go underneath these. I'm going to work on the 2023 nameplate, and then yeah, I'll show you what I get up to. This is the setup that I've got when I'm filming my top down shot. So I've got my tripod, got it all the way ratcheted up. This is my DJI Arm 5. It's a gimbal, and I put the phone in there and then film there. It's a little bit janky, but it works. You can also bloop, pop it back on like that. Okay, so I decided that I found this spread from a magazine. So this is going to be in the front, this is going to be in the back. I thought they're pretty, so yes, they're going to be in there. And then instead of using brown paper, I'm going to use book pages, because I've been using these book pages for all kinds of things. And I think with the aesthetic that I'm going for, they look really nice against that paper and all of the letters. So that's what I'm going to do. But first, I need to actually write the month, the year. Okay. Are you seeing the aesthetic? Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? I'm seeing it. Side number 1 is done. I like it. Now for side number 2, I've also got, ta-da, ooh, I like that. I'm gonna cover this all in the book paper, and then we start putting down the pretty people. Of course, Harry Styles is one of the men that I enjoy, and so is Conan Gray, but also we need to include the ladies, because obviously they're more important. It's finished! I'm so excited! Come and see. Okay, so I showed you the front cover, got my picture, some embroidery and cactuses, beautiful interiors, crochet, Hugo, cats, mushrooms, all my vibe, just the vibe. And then we've got my fangirl side, which has Harry, Conan, Lizzie, and Fletcher. And I cut out these leaves, little illustrations, and add them in. And this is my bookshelf, because I wanted like a document of what my bookshelf looked like at this time. So yeah, it's all done, and I really fucking love it. I think it's so cool. So thank you for coming along with that. I'm going to end this vlog here, because I'm going to spend the rest of 2022 chilling off camera. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you if you have been watching my channel all year. This will come out in 2023, but it's a little preemptive Happy New Year, and I will hopefully check you next time.